Most welcome dear students. I am Karnesh Misra from Lakshmi Prasad Memorial Public School, which is situated in Glola Bajaj. Today I am going to teach all of you the first chapter of geography from social study of class 8. The title and the caption of the chapter is natural resources. So please pay your rapt attention towards my words so that you can make out that what are the topics we are going to cover in this chapter. In these chapters, we will study about the natural resources, types of natural resources, human resources and human-made resources, conservation of resources and sustainable developments. So all these topics will be covered in these chapters. In this first part of the video, we will just study about the natural resources and types of the natural resources. So let's start the chapters. Have you ever wondered about the things that you use in your daily life? My dear students, where do they come from? Have you ever think that where do they come from? And anything that is found in nature and has some value or use for human is called the resources. What are the furniture made of? The furniture is made of wood. Where does the raw material used to make furniture come from? It comes from the forest. Trees come from the forest which is used to make furnitures. What happens to the old furnitures? Sometimes usually people replace the old furniture in place of the new ones, and they used it to make other things made up of wood. So what is resources? First question which come in our mind, that what is resources, by going through these chapters. Anything that is found in nature and has some value or use for human is called resources. So it becomes clear to all of you that anything that is found in nature and has some value or use for humans is called resources. Whatever we use become resources only when its properties are recognized. Some resources also become economically valuable with the time. Thus, time and technology, these are the two important factors that are responsible for changing the things. Many of the available resources are being overused, which may lead to their exhaustions. Let's find out more about them in this chapter. So, what is resources? Just tell me, and I have explained to you that anything that has a use or very useful or have some values for humans is called the resources. And resources can be divided in three broad types. So dear students, there are three types of resources: natural resources, human resources and human-made resources. It is divided in three types, or it is classified in three classes: natural resources, human resources and third one is the human-made resources. So the first one, let's start. Natural resources. Natural resources are those resources that occurs naturally and support the life, such as water, air and sunlight. These are the natural resources which we naturally get from the natures at free of cost. So natural resources include minerals also, like fossils, fuels, forest extracta that satisfy the human wants. We need, as we know about it, that we need water for our daily activities. Besides, plants and factories also needs water. Water is a natural resources. Similarly, when we extract minerals from the rock, such as iron or coal, they become a resource. However, in ancient times, when humans did not have the technology, my dear students, in ancient times, when the humans have not any kinds of technology to extract the minerals, the same rocks were not resources as they had no value. But with the advancement of the technology, it is being extracted from the rocks, and it has nowadays great values for humans, so it has become the resources. Some natural resources that can be immediately utilized: air, like air, water, fish, fresh fruits and vegetables. Other resources have to be processed to make them useful to them. Other resources have to go through a long process to make to useful of them or to use them. So the iron or copper required for various industries is obtained by smelting their ores. It becomes clear to you that natural resources are those resources that occurs naturally and support life, such as the water, air and sunlight. Natural resources include minerals, fossils, fuels and forest also that satisfy human wants. As I have told or explained you earlier, that we need water for our daily activities. Besides, plants and factories are also need water. Without of water, we cannot suppose the existence of the life or the planet's Earth. When we extract minerals from the rocks, it has become very, very valuable for all of us with the advancement of the time. When there was no advancement of the technologies, the minerals, the some were not extracted from the rocks, so at that time they had no value, but now it has become very, very valuable for us. Resources, natural resources can be classified on the basis of their origins or source. It can be divided on the basis of origin, on the basis of their stage of development, on the basis of their renewability, their distributions, their availability. So these are the points on the basis of which natural resources can further be classified into different categories or into different classes. So now let's study how many kinds of natural resources are there and in how many classes they are divided based on their origin, their stage of development, their renewability, their distribution and their availability. So the first one is abiotic and abiotic resources. On the basis of their origin, natural resources can be classified into biotic and abiotic resources. So what is the biotic resources? Biotic resources are all biological or living beings such as plants, animals, insects, etc. As it's being clear to you that biotic means the living things exist within it. Abiotic resources includes all physical or non-living things. Non-living things such as land, minerals, soil, water and climate. So all the living organisms comes in the living resources comes under the biotic resources, and all the non-living or physical resources comes under the abiotic resources. On the basis of their stage of development, further natural resources is divided in actuals and potential resources. So what is the actual and what is the difference between the actual and potential resources? On the basis of their stage of development, natural resources can also be divided into actuals and potential resources. So the first one, the actual resources whose quantity and quality are known to us. Resources whose quantity and quality are known to us, or which is known to us or which we know are known as the actual resources. So it becomes, I think it becomes clear to you that the resources of which quantity and quality is known to everyone is known as actual resources, whereas potential examples, oil reserve, hydroelectricity and hydel power, deposit of iron. These are the example of actual resources of whose quantity and quality is known to everyone, whereas potential resources on the other hand are those resources that are known to exist but have not been used as yet. They are known to exist but they are not in use yet. So that resources are known as the potential resources. For example, waterfalls, wind and solar energy are come under the potential resources. Windmills spread along the Indian coastline have a potential for greater development. Biofuel as an alternative fuel is another potential resources. So why these resources are known as the potential resources? Because they exist but they are not in use yet now. That's why these resources are known as the potential resources, whereas the actual resources is the resources which quality and quantity is known to everyone is known as the actual resources. So on the basis of the stage of development, resources is divided in actuals and potential resources. Now come to know about the classifications of natural resources on the basis of their renewability. My dear students, again the natural resources is classified in two classes on the basis of their renewability. First one is the renewable resources and second one is the non-renewable resources. So let's study what is the difference between renewable and non-renewable resources. Renewable resources, on the basis of their renewability, natural resources can be categorized into renewable and non-renewable resources. Like example, soil, water, forest that can be renewed or replenished quickly are called the renewable resources. So soil, water, forest that can be renewed or replenished quickly are called renewable resources. On other hand, or whereas resources like iron, ore, gold, petroleum, coal, these are that are depleted and cannot develop quickly are known as non-renewable resources. They may take millions of years to form. So it becomes clear to all of you. Is there any problem? Pay attention towards my words again to understand what is the classifications of natural resources on the basis of their renewability. Once again I am going to explain these topics to you for the sake of your understanding. On the basis of their renewability, natural resources is divided into two classes, renewable resources and second one is the non-renewable resources. So the questions comes in our mind that what is renewable resources and which one is the non-renewable resources. So my dear students, you can come to know about the renewable resources are those resources which can be renewed or replenished, which can be renewed or plenished quickly are called renewable resources. And on other hand, the resources like iron ore, gold, petroleum, coal that are depleted and cannot develop quickly are known as the non-renewable resources. That's all in this video, more in the next ones. Thank you for listening, all of you. Have a good day. Take care on your study and do the assignment works. Further proceed to all of you. Have a great day.